Well, yesterday was the first day of meteorological summer, and with the temperature profiles that we saw both yesterday and today, it certainly felt like summer out there. Here's our high temperatures that we saw out there today. We got to 77 in Portland, 85 in Sanford, 85 also in Freiburg. Keep in mind that our average high temperature for this year hasn't even hit 70 degrees, so overall it really felt like a very summery day out there today. Plenty of high temperatures and a lot of sunshine. We saw a couple of clouds pick up a little bit later in the afternoon, but thanks to an area of high pressure, we saw mostly sunny skies throughout the day, which isn't really going to change until we get to about the middle of next week. So we can see that on our hour-by-hour forecast here. So overnight tonight, it's still going to be mostly clear, but we will start to see some cirrus clouds move in, especially areas in western Maine. So that means our temperatures overnight tonight won't fall very far. In fact, a lot of us will be in the upper 50s even until early tomorrow morning. And then Monday, we do have an area of low pressure that's off to our east. So Monday morning could see a couple of showers and a little bit of cloud cover in very far eastern Maine and Washington County. But overall, that system isn't going to have much of an impact really on the rest of the state. It's going to end up being another really great day out there. It will be a little bit cooler, temperatures only getting into the upper 60s to lower 70s. Especially right along the coastline, we're going to kick up a sea breeze a bit later in the afternoon that will be on the strong side, so it'll bring down temperatures to even below average for this time of year. And then once we get into Monday afternoon, there is a slight chance for some showers in areas of western Maine and back into New Hampshire. And the reason for that is because we'll see a little bit of instability in the atmosphere here. Overall, though, most of us are going to be dry, so I didn't add it to the 7-day forecast. And then Tuesday, we do pick up a bit of cloud cover earlier in the morning, temperatures about 8 a.m. only in the mid to upper 50s. But then we end up with a lot of sunshine much later in the afternoon, temperatures getting back up into the upper 60s and some lower 70s. So a similar temperature profile to what we're going to see on Monday. And then Wednesday is where things start to change. Our pattern is going to start to change. So we'll see an increase in cloud cover early in the morning, and then we'll start to see some showers pick up, especially in the northern mountains and areas back into New Hampshire starting on Wednesday afternoon. And that's really going to be kind of the catalyst where our weather pattern is really going to start to change. And the reason for that is right now we're under this big ridge of high pressure, and that will last throughout the rest of the weekend into early next week, but then things are going to start to change. We'll see this big area of low pressure that's going to be up in Canada, and once we get to Wednesday, you'll see with those yellow colors, it'll start to have an impact with us here in Maine. And as this area of low pressure gets closer, it's going to cause a lot of instability in the atmosphere. So we're going to see a switch from high temperatures and a lot of sunshine. And once we get into the middle of next week, we're still going to have temperatures above average, but it's going to be significantly rainier for a longer period of time. We can really see that here kind of at the end of next week. We have a lot of days of precip coming up. So as we get closer to the middle of next week, we'll kind of have a fine-tuned forecast on exactly which days are going to see the most precip there. So our marine forecast sees 1 to 2 feet, water 57 degrees. So here's what our 7-day forecast is looking like. Plenty of sunshine once again tomorrow, a little bit cooler though than it was today. Kind of similar deal on Tuesday, lots of sunshine, especially in the afternoon. And then our pattern starts to change as we get into Wednesday. We'll start to see some showers picking up in the afternoon. And then though the rest of next week, our temperatures will still be above average, a lot of us getting into the low to mid 70s. It'll definitely be a bit of a rainier pattern. And like I said, once we get towards the middle of next week, we'll kind of put a little bit of fine tuning on that for when those showers will be kind of each specific day. And with that, we'll see you at 11.